Ooh, welcome everyone to another episode of Slasher Scotty. I am your host, Scotty McCoy, and boy, do I have a surprise for all of you. I have on Zoom with me right now Jamie Apple, and she is doing the SFX for the upcoming film with Child. And of course, she has her own SFX studio, Poison Apple SFX. How you doing, Jamie?
I am doing absolutely wonderful tonight.
Awesome. Second time having you on, and this time you're actually in your studio now. You're not in a trailer on set.
I am. Look, I'm going to turn this way so you guys can see some of my props from some of the stuff I did.
Awesome.
We have
That's
a
so cool.
Mothman wing over there. We have part of the Wendigo costume, just some stuff I've
Nice.
worked on since I was on last time.
Nice. That's really cool. I'm so excited to have you on. I mean, we became really close ever since we met in the indie industry, and
Right. And we have some big plans coming up that we need to talk about later too. So
exactly once
a lot
after
of
this is
fun.
after this interview's wraps, I'll stop recording and stay on, and we'll talk about it while we're here. I'm excited. I'm excited. So I guess to do a refresher for people that either watched your video and don't really remember or didn't see your last video with me, how did you get your start into SFX, into doing all this? Whoops, give me 1 sec. Sorry about that.
Actually, I started working at a haunt here local to Alamance County, North Carolina. You guys can look it up. It's one of the biggest haunts here. I don't want to give them too much notoriety here, but I started working under them and I moved on from that and had to take kind of a break period because I was under contract. Then I picked up my own haunt and did makeup there and just decided one day I'm like, I could get paid for this,
Yeah.
and had no idea where to start and just reached out to one of the local indie film groups and it blew up and I haven't slowed down yet.
Nice, nice. So how did you get involved with Child? How did you become part of this project?
Um, okay, this is a funny story. We were actually all on set for the concept talking about it. Nobody knows how we all ended up there.
Okay.
I have no text messages between me and Jeff where he officially hires me. I guess it was a phone call. So Hunter Redfern,
Mhm.
in his interview, he said I got him on, and then in my interview, I said he got me on, and it just kind of bounced around like that because none of us knew really how we got there. We just
Yeah.
meshed and blended, and it's a beautiful crew of people.
Nice, nice. Yeah, like I told you before we started recording, I had Laura Ellen Wilson on earlier, and oh my God, and you did amazing with the baby bump. And she told the funniest story after the interview. I still was laughing after she told that story. She walks in, checks into the hotel, not pregnant, walks out, I guess to go to the bathroom or something. The hotel staff is like looking at her like, when did that happen?
Yeah, and the little lady that worked at the desk, she was phenomenal. Laura walked up and was just had this big belly. And she was like, it's not real. And the lady goes, you fooled me, and slapped the crap out of her belly. It was hilarious.
Nice. Yeah, she said that something went wrong with the prosthetic, and because you're Jamie Apple, you have a backup plan, and like that's amazing. Like you have the way you're just freaking prepared is phenomenal.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I actually made a foam latex belly bump that could just be strapped around or hooked with the same bra
Mhm.
strap style button clasp. I was leaving out the door, grabbing last minute things, caught it on the door frame of the studio, and just ripped it. I was like, well, we'll figure it out. We'll wing it. And so we made it work and it looked phenomenal.
She said that she had it on for like 6 hours and it just wouldn't go anywhere. It just stayed. Like it was that was great.
So
That's great.
I'll give my little SFX crew, my people out there, anybody that wants tips on how to make a baby bump.
Okay.
Literally, it was nothing but pillow stuffing, cotton gauze, and then an ace bandage, and it held all day.
Nice, nice.
And
That is
it was
amazing.
perfect.
That's amazing. So obviously you did the belly bump, but what else did you do for SFX from the concept trailer? Because the concept trailer is released, so we can mention that as much as we need to. And
Exactly.
obviously I even posted it in Jeff's interview. I posted the whole trailer right in the beginning. So tell us what you did.
I did both of the children. I don't know if you saw them,
Yeah.
the screamers.
Mhm.
I did those. Um, I helped do all the set dressing. If you look at everything that's there, all the crystals and everything, those came from mine and my daughter's personal stash. I
Nice.
packed all that up and just took it with me and was like, okay, if we're going to do a tarot shop, we've got to make it look accurate. So,
Absolutely.
we tried to keep that as accurate as possible. I did help a little bit with lighting, which my husband is actually doing lighting and sound now. So he did all the
Okay.
lighting and sound for the concept. He
Nice.
helped out with that. And we took a little bitty that was nothing but a conference room that had a bunch of junk in it and turned it
Mhm.
into that. So, I mean, it wasn't a whole lot of SFX for the concept. It
Mhm.
was more of dressing the set and making sure everybody was,
Yeah.
meshing.
Absolutely. So did Jeff have to give you any type of direction regarding any of the SFX you did, or what? Is he like, you're the pro, do what you feel is best?
Well, we had discussed the SFX before I ever got there, and I did a lot of things beforehand. I try to go ahead and be prepared. So
Hmm.
everything was pretty much ready when we got there
Awesome.
in Chicago because we did, we came from North Carolina to Chicago. Me, my husband, and Angel, all three rode together.
Hmm.
So that was a fun ride. 14 hours in the car.
Ooh, ouch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have Poison Poison Apple SFX. Tell
I
us
do.
about Poison Apple SFX and what do you do if somebody wants to hire you?
Poison Apple SFX. I specialize in anything from latex to foam latex to just latex body parts, whatever you may need. I can't, well, I could probably show it. I just can't say what it's for. I've been sculpting and molding a tongue today, working
Nice.
on it, made out of silicone for an upcoming project.
Nice.
Um, I might throw that project out in a little bit if that's cool with you.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. At the end, we can do all that.
we do like everything here. I even have gotten into making wardrobe. We're doing a lot of wardrobe for an upcoming movie too.
Okay.
So it's actually more becoming more of a production studio than just SFX.
Okay.
But we do anything from like little wounds, beauty makeup, all the way up to squib rigs that can be powered with fire extinguishers or battery operated with a button that our actor can operate.
Nice, nice. That's awesome. And I mean, you do amazing work. Like, and everybody I've interviewed that has worked with you absolutely like adores you and they think you are the best. And I mean, you have to be the best when something goes wrong and you still have a backup plan. You know what to do and you can get it done. And it doesn't cost much more, if anything at all, to get it done.
Well,
So,
yeah, I'm cheap. I don't like spending other people's money if I don't have to, because
right.
the more bottom line that I can leave for you guys, that's more our actors make, and that's what I try to stick behind. I
Yeah.
want to get you to have the best looking product, but not break the bank.
Yeah. Absolutely. So regarding with Child, you obviously you did the SFX. So what was the hardest SFX you had to do for that project?
I'm not done with it yet.
You're not done the hardest part yet.
No, I'm not done with the hardest part yet.
So that one's gonna be used, I'm assuming, for filming come May.
Yes, we have a lot in the works. I mean, it's about a lady that's giving birth. We
Hmm.
we want to bring that birth scene to life.
Yeah.
So there's
Yeah.
going to be a lot going on there. You're going to have, I can't say too much. It's so
Right.
crazy.
I know,
Um,
right?
but it's going to be a lot of insane SFX in that one. Like, um, I don't even know. Like, I'm bringing some of it. Like, I'm trying to think of like the goriest movie I've watched. I don't know, the one about the cannibals. You know what I'm talking about.
Cannibal Holocaust?
Cannibal Holocaust.
Okay.
There's some aspects that I'm actually, wanting to bring, like the visual aspects. Like
Mhm.
we want you to look at this and be like, holy crap, I have never seen
Yeah.
anything like that. It's not a whole lot of gore. It's really not. So the gore scenes we do have are going to be very strong,
Okay.
very strong.
Right, and that's good. You want it to be realistic. Like when you're doing the birth, you want the effects to look good because obviously Laura isn't pregnant in real life. So you want the, and even if she was, I doubt she's gonna give birth on film.
Oh, I
Like,
can't. I mean, it's with child, you're gonna have a baby, you want all this to just be as real as possible. That's how this movie is really visceral.
mhm,
It's gonna dig into a part of you that you didn't know you had, especially if you're not a parent. But if you have, it's gonna rip at you. I read the script and I knew I had to be part of it.
why does my
Um,
phone keep going off?
it's it was a tough read in a couple of spots, but it was everything that happens is for a reason in this film. And I think when people watch it, they're gonna understand that, wow, uh, it's screwed up, but it's a good screwed up.
Right. See that the I guess the birth part like is gonna really get me per se because I don't have any kids. I'm a gay a gay male. Like it's gonna, I don't know how childbirth looks. I really never really dived into that. So I don't know how much is gonna be shown. I'm really excited to see this though.
Right. And you never know, does she even have the baby? Is that even going to happen? Is she going to get to that point? Is something going to happen first?
Right.
So there may not even be the delivery scene. It may be something else that happens.
Right. There's so many things that could happen because look, for example, like with, I'm trying to see if this would be a good example, like in Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child.
Yes.
Like, that was something different. Like like it wasn't a natural birth where Freddy was, just held, and he was a normal baby. Like it was a demon spawn type of thing.
Right. Right. And I mean, Laura's character is being haunted. What if there never even is a baby? I mean, it's just titled With Child. There's so many outcomes, and I want everybody to keep guessing what is going to happen next.
Right.
And I know that's what Jeff is going for. It's going to be dark. Dark is a word I can use.
Nice. And I like that. And the darker the better because it's an indie film, which means that they don't have to abide by unions and MPAAs and all that stuff. They can, release it non-rated and make it as gory and graphic and bloody and brutal and dark as they want. And that's what a lot of people would like to see.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not just, I'm not like crapping on the indie community, but there's only so many ideas out there.
Yeah.
Begin kind of encroaching. Well, your idea sounded like such and such as. This idea is nothing I've ever read before.
Nice.
And I mean, I've read a lot of scripts at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's very thought out. I mean, it's taken Jeff several years to put this out, to get it the way he wants it, and to get this cast and crew together. I mean, Eileen Dietz, come on, the original Pazuzu.
Yeah.
She is phenomenal in what she does. So
and that was my next question. What was it like? What was it like working with Eileen Dietz?
I'm shaking thinking about it because I mean, she is like the sweetest and down to earth person, but she won't take any bull. She won't. I mean, when she says we're gonna do this now, we do it. Yeah. She's an adorable lady. Like she reminds me of my grandma that I never had. So I love her.
Yeah.
She actually came down to our hotel room and hung out for a couple of hours, which was crazy. I mean, you've got Eileen Dietz sitting in your hotel room and you're like, what?
Yeah.
What is my life right now? I know me and Angel said that 10 times. What is our life right now? Because a year ago, I would have never expected this, to be sitting with Eileen Dietz, The Exorcist. She's funny, very funny. I've got some crazy pictures of her cutting some looks at us, but she's adorable.
That's great. And I spoke to Eileen earlier, just confirming our interview for tomorrow. She goes, absolutely, send me the link again. And I'm like, of course. And I send her the link, and I'm so excited. We've been talking for years, and I didn't know if she just didn't know who I was, and like things happen, and then she would read my messages, and then she would never get back to me. So I'm like, I messaged you, I messaged
Mhm.
Angel, Laura, Jeff. Hey, can you see if Eileen would do an interview with me? Put a good word in for me, and she messaged me immediately and
Right.
wanted to get this done, and we've been booked. All month we've been, probably every day of the month. And I think the last time was like 2 weeks ago we were supposed to, but something came up because she's so busy. So she's like, Scotty, let's stick with the 16th. And I told her 16th is the last day I'm doing interviews because I start grad school on Tuesday, another job, and I have 3 jobs now with grad school, and I need to get my schedule situated. So I'm like, Eileen, she's like, let's do it on the 16th. I promise we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. I'm like, awesome. So and then of course my laptop crashed. So I'm like booking, like I had an interview with you a couple of weeks, was it a week ago or something like that? And I ended up having to reschedule so many people, and Angels was busy this weekend. So I'm like, well, Angel's like, let's do ours in February. So I have Angel in February. I have 3 today, 3 tomorrow.
Yeah, laptops are a pain.
Yeah.
Look, my internet was down. I was supposed to have a script to read for another film I'm working on. Can I throw it out? I'm gonna throw it out.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Desperate Souls with Acrostar Films.
Okay.
Jay Herman. I'm actually going to be doing the SFX on that. Angel is also in that. She's playing our main character, Mora, and I also am acting in that.
Nice.
I'm making an actual acting debut besides just an extra.
Okay.
I play a bartender, so.
Nice. I think you'll kill that role.
Oh, I'm excited. I play who I am is the ex-girlfriend of the main character.
Okay.
So the main character and Mora, of course, are together. So just imagine the fate I get to meet because I'm the ex-love interest of our main character.
And the main character is Angel?
She is one of the main characters.
Okay.
Her other main character is Joe Rosing. He's playing a character named Devin.
Okay.
It's going to be pretty awesome too. I'm pretty excited. I've got so many big things coming up.
That's exciting. I'm actually in talks with Anne Myrna to have her back on the show for a 3rd time. I had her on twice last year. I had her on to promote It Came From Somewhere in Trepidity. And I just had Beth Metcalf on, and because I think she's going to be in it too. I had her on last week, right before my I think she was the last interview I had before my laptop crashed. So so I have her scheduled. I had her scheduled, and we talked about a little bit of Desperate Souls, and I'm so excited. And Steve S.J. Herman, he's such a good guy. I had him on last year, good guy, and this movie's going to be exciting. And just I don't know how well of a bartender you are, but definitely get those skills because if we do meet up or something, I'm gonna ask you to make me a whiskey sour.
Look, this is my sobriety tattoo. I've been sober from alcohol for 5 years, so I'm the best bartender. I know how to mix your drink, make you feel good, and then I stay sober and make sure you get home.
Nice. That sounds good. Very responsible. I love it.
And see, that's the thing. Steve likes, his crew to take a shot on set. Anne was so kind because she knew I didn't drink. She bought me a bottle of apple juice because it was the same color as the whiskey so that I could do a shot with everybody.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So, like these guys, Steve and Jeff, they're family now. Like, I put myself out there. I met some great people, and I still want to keep doing that. My May is fully booked. February is booked, but I have March and April, so I would definitely love some people to throw some work my way.
Nice, absolutely. That's what maybe we'll be having some news next time, right?
I hope so. Once you get settled in school and I get finished with Desperate Souls in February, it is on like Donkey Kong.
Absolutely. I know, like I said, like my last set of interviews are tomorrow. I have 3 of them tomorrow. I have 1 more tonight. And after tomorrow, I'm not doing any more interviews at all for January. The only ones I would make exception for probably would be like say an Eileen Dietz or an Arlen Escarpeta, but probably nobody from the indie film industry, just because I need to. Why does this phone keep going off? I have it on. I have it on vibrate. I don't know why it's going off. I have a notification set and it's going on sleep
Somebody
mode.
important.
It's my Pokemon Go notification, Evolve Eevee.
Oh, you gotta love that.
Right. But yeah, so like Orlando Scarpetta, like he was in Friday the 13th 2009 and Final Destination 5, and we were in talks for a while to do an interview, and I'm trying to get, and he's been busy filming and everything, so if he messaged me and asked if I'm still interested to do the interview, and I'm like, absolutely, what dates are
Absolutely.
free? And that's like, I don't want to wait till February, because if he's filming again, I might not get him for another year.
Exactly. Sometimes you got to make those
Sometimes you
exceptions.
got to make exceptions for a 30-minute interview, and try to fit it in your schedule somewhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But the 3 interviews in a day, it kills you. It really becomes exhausting.
I'm sure it gets redundant too, asking the same questions.
Pretty much. Pretty much. You don't, because you can't ask really detailed and spoilerish questions, especially for upcoming movies, because the NDA clauses are real.
Right.
You
Right.
don't.
I worked on Mothman. That one's out. If you
Nice.
haven't watched it yet, it's actually on
I
Amazon
haven't.
Prime.
Oh, I didn't watch that. I didn't know it was released, actually. That I would definitely
Yeah,
check it out.
it's been released. See, this came from the Mothman museum. We had a ton of fun working that one. That was a lot of fun.
Awesome. So I'll ask you the last question. Anything to promote? Any other projects you got coming up you want to promote? Any Indiegogo campaigns, even with Child's Indiegogo campaign, and social media and websites, or anything else at all that you want to promote?
Yeah, actually, we've got the With Child campaign. That one's going really, really, really good. We're halfway to our goal almost.
Nice.
So that's good. Desperate Souls has their Indiegogo. We are
Okay.
halfway to our goal on that, and I think we have like 17 days left.
Okay.
Check those out. I will throw it out there, if anybody donates to that campaign and follows me on Facebook,
Hmm.
message me and I'll send you a signed headshot for free.
Nice. Nice.
So
Can't go
that's
wrong with
just
that.
extra perk. If you watch this interview and you see that clause, you know, come hit me up on Facebook. You can hit me up on my Poison Apple SFX page or my personal page. Like, my personal page isn't locked down like a lot of people's is.
Mhm.
You can't see everything, but I add fans, I add other people that are in the industry. I love it. There's enough work to go around for all of us.
That's how we met. We didn't know each other, for at all. But we ended up, meeting through some group or whatever, and we became friends. Like, I added you or you added me, and we just started talking, and it clicked. So that's how you make connections.
Right. And see, that's the thing. I try to click with everybody. I know not everybody gets along, and that's okay.
Right.
There's plenty of work in this industry for everybody, no matter what your position is.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, before I let you go, and then obviously stick around after I start recording, but I want to do a little promotion of my own. So obviously, if you're watching this interview on YouTube, slash that subscribe button, and of course, like, comment, and share on social media. If you're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or any of the other podcasting platforms and listening to the audio only version, then of course rate, subscribe, whatever, share on social media, comment, whatever you want to do there. Of course, I'm on Facebook now. I'm currently uploading all of my interviews in alphabetical order, 5 a day, because now Slash Scotty on Facebook is monetized. So I make stars, and people have been donating stars. Actually, I don't know her name off the top of my head, because I don't really know her, but she donated 100 stars on Angel Bradford's interview to me. So she's like, excellent interview, the one I did with Angel a couple years ago, I think 2021. So that's really exciting as well. So you can donate stars on there. It helps me grow. It shows me that you appreciate my hard work. If you don't want to donate stars, that's okay as well. Just enjoy, like, or whatever, share the video, and just keep it going. I'm also on Cameo, which is really exciting. So book me on Cameo if you want a happy birthday for you or a family member or friend, anniversary. Say your relationship isn't going the way you want it, and you want to end the relationship, but you're a coward to do it. I'll do it for you. So just I'll be like, hey, Henry, Vicky doesn't want to be with you anymore. I'm sorry, but it's over. I'll be willing to and give them the bad news for you. I'll even drink hot sauce if you want me to, or take a pie in the face. Anything you need me to do, just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to do it. But you got to book me, so do it. The Ultimate Halloween Movie Experience. My new book is out, published by Bear Manor Media. So original artwork, and there's pictures inside from the set of 1981's Halloween 2 by still photographer Kim Gottlieb Walker, with a foreword from Jamie Lee Curtis. It has 16 original interviews as well as thousands of trivia questions, so definitely check it out. And one last thing. Yeah, Laura's like, oh my god, you have that down pat. I'm like, I know, you say it for every interview.
I need you to mark it for me.
I know, right? Oh my goodness. And then I have merchandise from Virtual Merch Booths. This is my signature shirt at different designs on the site. So go to virtualmerchbooths.com, go to the /Scotty page on there, and my merchandiser will be able to do it. I put that in the washer, put that in the dryer, and still nothing came out of the design. So it's very well made. So definitely check all that out. I know I ramble all the time at the end of these interviews, but got to promote my stuff as well at the end. But it's always about the guest, and I'll just throw mine in at the end. But thank you, Jamie. I'm so glad that we got to do this.
Anytime.
Absolutely. We'll definitely have you back on. I told Laura the same thing. I'll have you back on. I'll have her back on. Hell, we can have the entire cast do a group interview when the movie is ready to, release. We can have everybody, Jeff, Eileen, you, Angel, Alara, everybody that is involved, even Lynn and Tamara, if they want to get involved, and anybody else that's involved with the production as well. We can get everybody, and we can do a big group Zoom interview. That would be so freaking amazing.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, you have a great rest of your night.
You guys too.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.